Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you're listening to The Juice, your daily dose of inspiration. It is April 7th, 2020. And yes, before we get going into the inspiration for today, I just want to remind us that yes, it is Holy Week. And we are actually getting into the Bible plan called Why Easter. We're in day 2 of the Bible plan on the Bible app called Why Easter. And speaking of Easter friends, if you want to join me on Facebook, if you go to God, Sex, and Love, we have an event on Easter Day. I'm just basically inspired by the Facebook challenge I saw. Just try to see if we want to just get out on Easter morning at 7 a.m. and just, play a little worship music and worship. I said I'll go live if you all would like to do that. So yeah, go check that out if you would like. And also there should be a link to the Bible plan on our Facebook as well if you want to join along with me this week. And just a reminder, just a disclaimer, everybody. If the Lord sees fit for me to do something else this week or say something else that's outside of the Bible plan, I might just go ahead and do that. All right. So if every day we're not on the Bible plan, then that's what's going on. But I'll let you all know. But as of today, we are going to be tackling day 2 in the Bible plan, Why Easter? And the question in that Bible plan is basically, why did Jesus come and why did he die? Man, oh man. So friends, did we know that Jesus is the only man who chose to be born and one of the few that have chosen to die? I mean, that's something to think about. Like, I don't even know how I can. I mean, I guess none of us are aware of, where we were before we came here and everything like that. And so to know that he chose to come and he chose to die. But let's see some reasons why. Let's look into why. So from what I'm understanding, friend, the entire reason for his coming was to die for us. So you were literally born to die. Wow. Let's dig into that then, friends. Let's see. Let's check out Mark 10 and 45. Mark 10 and 45. It says, "For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." So when we think about that word "for," let's think about it in the in regards to thinking like for, meaning instead of. So he gave his life for many, so he took our place. And the reasons why he did this is because he loves us, didn't want us to have to pay for the things that we've done wrong. And then he basically, when he got on the cross, he took those things onto himself. He took on those things, y'all. That is something to think about. Let's also think about the word ransom. What is a ransom? So I found a definition. And basically a ransom is a sum of money or some form of payment demanded or paid for the release of a prisoner. So when we think about that, Jesus came just to die in our place for our ransom, to pay our ransom. Man, it just makes me ask myself some questions. So I hope you all will ask yourselves these questions too in this morning juice. So the questions I started to ask myself is, wow, do you know how special you are? So you listener, do you know how special you are? Because I mean, for Jesus to come down and die just for you, for me, for all of us, he didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. So we must be pretty special. And then it makes me ask myself as well, like, how many of us would do that? Like, how many of us would do that right now? Not many, I don't think, with the exception, I guess, of our, dear servicemen and things like that, maybe fighting wars on our behalf, or, they have jobs that are putting themselves in the line of danger. I don't think anyone else can really relate to what Jesus did. So, that's something to think about there. And then my other question is, that I have for myself was, what should our response be to such a gift? Let's just go into what Paul said. Paul said in Galatians 2:20, I am crucified with Christ. Nevertheless, I live. Yet not I, but Christ liveth in me. And the life which I now live in the flesh, I live by the faith of the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. I'm reminded as I was just reading that of the, unfortunately I don't know the verse, I don't maybe I'll have to post it later or something like that. Let me just read it again and see if it comes back to me. I apologize about that. Let me see. Galatians 2:20. I am crucified with Christ. Nevertheless, I live. Yet not I, but Christ liveth in me. And the life which I now live in the flesh, I live by the faith of the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. Have you ever heard the term that you have to die to yourself and be reborn, be born again? That whole process of coming to Christ, that's basically what it is. And then even yesterday, we were kind of talking about not really being able to know our purpose until we get into that right relationship with God. It's just one of those things, people. You can, go deeper and read those verses for yourself and let that marinate of what your response should be to the gift that Christ gave us when he went on the cross. But for me, it definitely kind of makes me just want to show my gratitude and thankfulness, because, I guess we're all pretty much aware of the biblical description of what happened to Christ in the horrific way he died. And listen, I am not too keen on pain, so I don't even know, like, for me to have to endure something like that. Listen, look, I don't know. I can even, for myself, okay, to endure that type of pain for myself is already a challenge. But to endure for others, I don't know, y'all. Can you do it? I don't know. We can chat about that. But just to even go a little deeper, I thought it was very interesting that the Bible verse of the day was kind of also still kind of coincide with this whole topic. And basically, so the Bible verse of the day is Philippians 2:7. But made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men. So, people, man, when you really think about that, God came down and put himself in our form and died in our place. Man, we really just, I just feel like we just really need to recognize how special we are and lean into that. And I don't know, that should inspire you every day to not only do his will, but say, okay, well, Lord, how do you want to use me? Here I am. You made me for a purpose, and here I am to be a vessel for you because of the gift that you gave on the cross. So I think I'm going to go ahead and let that marinate, friends. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Be inspired by this daily dose of inspiration, the juice. And I look forward to talk to you all tomorrow. Bye-bye. If you like what you hear, then consider supporting our podcast. Every listener that supports us for $9.99 a month will be entered into our monthly raffle for a chance to win a free gift. So become a supporter today.